Hi everybody, I hope everything is okay with you. Today I am starting the fourth part of my lectures about the Rumi. Today is the 31st of the March 2016. 12 فروردین 1395 خورشیدی. 12 days passed from the Nowruz of the beginning of the Persian New Year and also spring, and tomorrow is 13th of Nowruz and all of the people they are going out for picnic. Nobody stays at home and it's a very funny day. Anyway, so I start this lecture with two rubai from Khayyam. Khayyam is a Persian poet, mathematician, and mathematician and astrologist. I mean, this calendar that we have right now in Iran is one of the most accurate calendars in the world, and it doesn't need accuracy. I mean, it doesn't need adjustment, and it is by Khayyam. Khayyam did it for us, and he has rubais. Rubai is a kind of poem that I'm not going to speak about that, but just I say it has four verses, one here, one here, one here, one here, four verses. And Khayyam is a very famous poet. I start, I cite two poems from Khayyam about Nowruz, and before that I want to inform you that unfortunately I read in the news that the singer of the poem that I sent to you last time, and I translated it. The smell of rain. The singer is Shayarian. He diagnosed with cancer, and now he's hospitalized. And we pray that he get well very soon and come back and continue his singing. It's his life. There is no guarantee that it continues. Okay. So I start two poems. I cite two poems of Khayyam about Nowruz, and I translate it. Okay, the first one. چون ابر به نوروز رخ لاله بشست، برخیز و به جام باده کن عزم رست، کاین سبزه که امروز تماشاگه توست، فردا هم از خاک تو برخواهد رست. Okay, what does it mean? It says when clouds in Nowruz days wash the face of Lale. Lale means tulip, means when it rained. When it rained and it washed the face of tulip, stand or wake up and decide to drink wine. Stand and decide, or go and decide to drink wine. Because why? Why you should drink wine? I mean, drink wine. Most of the times, I think he means just have fun. Because I mean, if he wanted to drink wine all of the time, as he says in all of his poems, he couldn't be such a big astrologist and mathematician and also poet. Just, I mean, he means have fun and take advantage of your life and enjoy your life. Why? کین سبزه که امروز تماشاگر توست. This greens like lawn, Lawn. This green which you are watching it today. This green that you are watching today and you enjoy to be there. Tomorrow, all of these greens will grow from your soil. It means that you are dying later and you become part of the soil, and greens will grow from your soil. So take advantage of your life and enjoy your life before it becomes late. Don't put it for tomorrow. The other poem of Khayyam that I read again. بر چهره گل نسیم نوروز خوش است، بر طرف چمن روی دل افروز خوش است. از دی که گذشت هرچه گویی خوش نیست، خوش باش و ز دی مگو که امروز خوش است. Okay, what does it mean? It says, to the face of flower is good. To the face of flower, the breeze of Nowruz, the breeze of spring, it is good. To the face of flower, the breeze of Nowruz. And to the lawn, in the lawn, Lawn, A-W-N, lawn, greens. In the lawn, it's good to watch the beautiful faces, man or women, both of them. It doesn't say man or women, but we could consider women because he's a man himself, خیام. از دیگه گذشت هرچگویی خوش نیست. When yesterday passed, whatever you speak about yesterday is not okay. It is not good. I mean, he doesn't like history, and he says don't speak about the past. When yesterday passed, don't speak about it too much because it is not nice. Be happy, خوش باش و مگو زدی که امروز خوش است. Be happy and do not speak about yesterday, that today is nice. Just forget yesterday. He means forget the sadness of the yesterday and thinks about now, the time that you have right now. Okay. These were two sides from the Rumi, from the Khayyam, that I think they were very beautiful. About the YouTube, again, the software that I have on my email shows more than 300 people. They are watching this. They are opening these emails and they are watching these videos, my videos. But again, on YouTube, I'm not more than 80, 90. Please, if it is possible, watch on YouTube, because I spoke with some people that they know these things. They say if they don't watch on YouTube, YouTube could not show the exact number of the people that they are watching these videos. And I think 100, if 100 people, if we have the number of 100 people that they are watching these videos, is okay. I can continue. You know, I'm not Kim Kardashian that 3 million people are watching my videos, so 100 is enough. We are speaking about serious things, right? Then about the some friends ask about the text. You know, it is about one page that Giovanni historian speaks about the Mongols and what they did and about the age of disappointment. Some friends ask me to read it and translate it and explain it. I will do it later. It's a difficult text, and because I promised next week, which is this week, I am going to speak about the ideas of Rumi. I do it later. I mean the part B of lecture 3. I do it later and I upload on YouTube. And okay, what we spoke until now about the Rumi, what we said, if we want to categorize, I spoke about his father, about his mother, his birthplace, Balkh, about his time, Mongols, and he went to the Kunya. And now I am going to speak about the ideas of Rumi and say what he says. But before going to speak about his ideas, I would like you to watch this music for 2-3 minutes, and then we continue. Okay. Okay. To be honest, just I wanted to broadcast. I mean, this video just for 1 minute or 2 minutes, but it was so beautiful that I decided to continue until the end. That it was about 5 minutes. I hope you enjoyed it. You enjoy it, and it was about why, because it has a connection with what I am going to speak about Rumi, about the reed, R-E-E-D, the same instrument that this man was playing, ney. It's in Persian ney, and it is the beginning of the book of the مولوی. بشنو از نی چون حکایت می کند و جدایی ها شکایت می کند که از نیستان تا مرا ببریدند از نفیرم مرد و زن نالیدند. I am speaking about that in 10 minutes or 5 minutes, but before that I would like to start about to say something which is very important to understand about the people like Rumi. In Iran, the problem that we had, all of the historic people, they couldn't speak directly because of despotism and the security of the life. We couldn't speak what we want to say exactly, and because of that, people are speaking indirectly, and they were implying, and also they were not speaking about what they want to say with everybody. Just they were speaking with the people that they were confident about them, and they were sure that these people, they do not make any problem for them. So it is difficult. It is difficult to understand what these people exactly they say. So because of that, if, for example, Rumi himself says, let me say here, I have put here that the point that he says در خور عقل عوام این گفته شد از سخن باقی آن بنهفته شد زر عقلت ریزه است ای متهم بر قراضه مهر سکه چون نهم. He says himself, Rumi, in his book, he says, what I am saying, it is just for the reason and the wisdom and the brain of ordinary people, and from what I want to say, I keep the other parts hidden. I'm not speaking with ordinary people about that, and it is very clear because it is dangerous for him. Zarra Aghlad, the gold of your brain, the gold of your coin is not good. It is speaking with the person, with the other person. The gold of your brain or your mind or wisdom is not good. How could I mean it? How could I mean the coin is such a gold? Means you are not deserved that I could speak about everything with you, because you are not ready for that, and because of that, that all of the time we see is speaking in symbolic language, symbolic stories, right? And we must understand also what he wants to say, and there are ways to understand to understand what he wants to exactly to say. I mean, and I think it is not just about Rumi, about Hafiz and most of the Persian poets and writers. There is a common problem all over the history, and I think it is not just in Iran. For example, if you Montesquieu, about Charles de Montesquieu, the French philosopher and writer in the 18th century, he has a book, Persian Letters. The name of the book is Persian Letters. I don't know if he did it by accident or something. He speaks about the France. He speaks about the France according to the to Persian people, but it's not about the Iran. It is about the France, about the court of Louis XIV, the last years of the Louis XIV, which was a powerful and a strong king of the France in that time, and between I think the story of the book between 1711 and 1720, right? And the time of writing of the book is 1721. Is the Persian Letters. It's a symbolic story. He's speaking about France, but the name of the book is Persian Letters, and two Persians are speaking about with each other. So we have the same, and we have the same problem maybe everywhere. And also, I think philosophers, they like to speak like that. They want to speak in a way that people do not understand. Some philosophers, I'm not speaking about original philosophers. I'm speaking about fake philosophers, and some of them are not fake. Just they want to speak like that. I don't know why. For example, Hegel, 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 the German philosopher. He's speaking in a complicated way. It is not easy to understand. Of course, I have not read his book in English, and I don't know in German. I don't know German, but for example, one of the main critics of the Karl Raimund Popper in his book Open Society and Its Enemies about Hegel is that he's speaking in a complicated way, and it is not clear what he wants to say exactly. And also in Iran, we have somebody, his name was Mir Damad. He was a philosopher, and he was speaking very, very difficult. It was not clear to understand what he says, and people made a joke for him, according to Islam, or at least Islam in Shi'i version, when we die, when they bury us in graveyard, there are two angels of God. They are coming to the graveyard, and they ask us questions. And I think the main question or only question is, who is your God? And you should say, my God is the unique God, or God. Then if you could answer properly, then they give you some I don't know, some good life, if we can say life after death. They give you some welfare until the day of resurrection. You do not suffer until the day of resurrection, and then they judge you. There is judgment day. And if you don't answer properly, if they ask you who is your God, you say something that it is not proper, then they start punishing from the same time, from inside the graveyard. So it is very important to know the answer. If they ask who is your God, you should say unique God. Okay, Mir Damad, he was a philosopher. He passed away. He died. And when they buried him, and the name of these two angels is Nakir and Munkar. Nakir and Munkar, two angels. They came to his graveyard and asked him, who is your God? He could say, unique God or God. He said, Ostogosi که استقصات دیگر بدان متقن است. They said, what did you say? He said, استقصی که استقصات دیگر بدان متقن است. And this ostogos is a very rare word. Maybe you live for 50 years, you never hear this word. It's a very people, they don't use it, and if they use it, they don't use it in the way that he is using. He means, the main thing, that other things dependent on him. He's everything, and the other thing just coming from him, something like that. استقصی که استقصات دیگر بدان متقن است. And angels didn't understand what he says, because he could say very easily unique God or God. What he said what he said. They said, what did you say, sir? He said, استقصی که استقصات دیگر بدان متقن است. They said, we asked you, who is your God? He gave the same answer. These angels, they saw that they couldn't understand what he said. They went to the God, said, somebody died here, and we asked him, who is your God? He is saying something, and we don't know what does it mean, what we should do with him. God said, okay, please ignore him, let him go, because he was speaking, in all of his life, and never I understood what he said. Just let him go. He's complicated. It is a joke for Mir Damad, because he was speaking complicated and making people confused what he wants to say. But we have a true story again about Mir Damad. He had a student. His name was Mullah Sadr. This Mullah Sadr was speaking clearly. People could understand what he says, or the official interpreters of religion could understand what he says. So they exiled him, and he had a lot of problems in his life. One night he saw in his dreams Mir Damad. Mir Damad was his master. And he asked Mir Damad, I am saying exactly what you say. Why I have a lot of problem and you were living in a very good situation and welfare and no problem with you, and I have a lot of problem, and I am saying exactly what you say. He said because I was speaking in a complicated way and people could not understand what I am saying. But you are speaking very directly or directly, and people could understand what you say and they make problem for you. So, what I want to conclude, Rumi, Hafiz, and other people, especially Arif people, Arif Irfan is mysticism. I have spoken about that. The Arif people, they are not speaking directly because there are life problem for them. They may kill them. They have killed many, I can say, Hallaj and Einul Quzzat Hamedani. There are many people. Arab people, they were killed by the people, by the order of the king, and they had a lot of problem with muftis, official interpreters of the religion. This is the word that I would like to use. Okay, something that I need to emphasize here, that I need to say, what I am saying about Rumi and other people here, they are not necessarily my idea. Maybe my idea is different from them, or maybe the same. Uh, I'm not, though I am not saying that I am not involved. I am involved and I am not neutral. Even selecting of Rumi, selecting of Hafiz, selecting of Sadi and other people shows what is my approach, what is my attitude, but necessarily, I mean, whatever I say here, it doesn't mean that they are my own ideas. Just I try to report them and try to be fair. Though I say I am involved myself and I'm not neutral, and I cannot be neutral, even if I try it. If I want to categorize the poems, to the poets as I love them, for example, I could say the first one is Ferdowsi, because the Persian language, if it remained it because of Ferdowsi, if we didn't have Ferdowsi, there was no Persian language, and maybe there was no Iran with this name. Ferdowsi, I could say the first one Ferdowsi, the second one Hafiz, the third one could be Sadi or Khayyam, the fourth one could be Sadi or Khayyam, and the fifth one is Rumi. Yeah, the fifth one is Rumi. And I think there are many nice things in Irfan, but there are things that I don't like them. So maybe I speak about it later, but let's go. Let's continue to see what we want to say. Okay, what we said about, okay, what we said, we are reaching to the ideas of Rumi. What are the ideas of Rumi, which is the most important part of Rumi, right? Uh, okay, I have made a category. I'm not sure right now it is complete, but maybe later I remember things and I add to that. But this category number one is nay, that you hear nay, read, huh? And then unity of existence, which is وحدت وجود. In Persian they say وحدت وجود, unity of existence. Then هوای نفس. هوای نفس, what is هوای نفس? هوای نفس, it is something inside of us, according to Arabs and some religions, that all of the times ask us to do bad things. Do not care about that is bad, just do it. Because it is good for you and maybe you enjoy it, just do it. It is هوای نفس. All of the times orders you or seduce to you to do, seduce me, not you, to do bad things. It is three, so وحدت, the unity of existence, nay, read, هوای نفس, tolerance, I mean one of the main things in ideas of Rumi, the humiliation of wisdom and reason in knowing God. It is another thing, number five about Rumi, which is important. Love, affection, which we see a lot of times in the books of Rumi, and cyclic ideas that I'm speaking about, the cyclic and linear ideas. We could see in the book of Rumi that they are coming from Buddhism and Hinduism and other ideas, and I am speaking about that. And the other thing that we could see in the books of the Rumi is the humiliating of death, as considering it's not the end of it. It's just the gate that opens and we start another life. It is what Rumi says. Okay, we Okay, I have treated the beginning of the book of Rumi, مثنوی معنوی. The name of book is مثنوی معنوی, and it's the part one, the first verses. I read maybe half of it, the half of it for the next time, because I'm going to translate and explain them and see what is happening. Okay, first I am reading in Persian. Again, half of it. I'm not reading all of it because later because it takes a lot of time and I want to be shorter. Though again I see about 30 minutes pass from the video, so I read part of it. Excuse me. Okay, it's the beginning of the مثنوی معنوی, the book of مثنوی معنوی by Rumi. بشنو از نی چون حکایت می کند و جدایی ها شکایت می کند که از نیستان تا مرا ببریدند از نفیرم مرد و زن نالیدند سینه خواهم شرح از فراق تا بگویم شرح درد اشتیاق هر کسی کو دور ماند از اصل خویش باز جوید روزگار وصل خویش من به هر جمعیتی نالان شدم جفت بدحالان و خوشحالان شدم هر کسی از ضمن خود شد یار من از درون من نجست اسرار من سر من از ناله من دور نیست لیک چشم و گوش را آن نور نیست تن ز جان و جان ز تن مستور نیست لیک کس را دید جان دستور نیست آتش است این بانگ نای و نیست با آتش است این بانگ نای و نیست با هر که این آتش ندارد نیست با آتش عشق است کاندر نی افتاد جوشش عشق است کاندر می افتاد نی حریف هر که از یاری برید پرده های ما درید همچون نی زهری و تریاقی که دید همچون نی دمساز و مشتاقی که دید نی حدیث راه پرخون می کند قصه های عشق مجنون می کند محرم این هوش جز بیهوش نیست مر زبان را مشتری جز گوش نیست در غم ما روزها بیگاه شد روزها با سوزها همراه شد روزها گر رفت گو باک نیست تو بمان ای آنکه چون تو پاک نیست هر که جز ماهی ز آبش سیر شد هر که بی روزیست روزش دیر شد در نیابد حال پخته هیچ خام پس سخن کوتاه باید والسلام بند بگسل آزاد ای پسر چند باشی بند سیم و بند زر گر بریزی بحر را در کوزه‌ای چند گنجد قسمت یک روزه‌ای گر بریزی بحر را در کوزه‌ای چند گنجد قسمت یک روزه‌ای کوزه چشم حریصان پر نشد تا صدف قانع نشد پردر نشد. Okay, it is a half of the beginning, his poems at the beginning that I said, so I'm going to translate it. But before translating it, is speaking according to Rumi, according to most of the Arab people. So you know what they speak about that. You know, it is a story of creation according to the Islam and Judaism. In Islam, you know, in Islam we have verses in Quran. I could cite some of them. For example, in Quran we have Inna lillah, Inna alayhi rajiun. It's Arabic. It is Arabic and it is written in Quran. Inna lillah wa Inna alayhi rajiun means we are from God and we are coming to the God. When somebody dies in Islamic countries, they say when people they hear, they say Inna lillah, Inna alayhi rajiun. We are from God and we are coming back to God. Okay, it's Arabic. We are from God and we are coming back to the God. The other thing that I can remember is about the story of. So we are from God and we are coming back to the God. What does it mean? It means I'm going to speak about that. And in the stories of creation, in religious books. I mean, Judaism is clear that in Old Testament, God says that I created human being like according to my face, and I've blown, like that. Okay, just to make it clear. I know it is silly because my accent is not good. I from my soul in his nose in Judaism, and in Islam says it is again Arabic that I read. It is فَنَفَخْتُ فِيهِ مِنْ رُوحِي. It's God says when I created human being, first I mean the mixture of the soil and water for the body, and finally for the soul, which is ruh. In Islam we say ruh. Ruh is soul or ghost or John. I don't know. People, as I said, what you see in the movie of the ghost. Ghost, something that it is from the sky, not from the earth. You have two parts according to the Irfan, to the mysticism. We have two parts. One part is from earth, which is our body, and also our soul, ruh, which belongs to the God. So, Mولوی and other people like Mولوی, they say, okay, God, نفخت من روحي, God, it says very clearly in the religious book, in Judaism and Islam, and I think in Christianity, I have not seen Bible. I searched a lot before, and I have read it many times. I didn't see that it says something about that. But I think even the creation of the Jesus, according to Christians, should be something like that. If he's the Son of God, the creation of God, something spiritual, right? By the ghost of God, by the soul of God. So I think Christianity says the same. So if we accept our soul, our ruh is the ruh of a God, so we are God. We are God. This body, I'm speaking about it later, just keep it here because it seems a little bit complicated and is a little bold. Later I am speaking about that, and I explain what RF people or Rumi says about that and Hafiz says about that. What is their idea that they say we are God? I am speaking about that, and I'm trying to explain exactly what they say. But Rumi, in these poems, he's complaining about separation. He's not, according to me, he's not complaining separation from the because separation from the paradise or heaven. No, he's complaining about separation from God because he considers we are God. We are part of the God. Now there is a separation that we are on the earth and we must come back to the God again. It is what he says. He is not complaining that I want to be in paradise or something. He doesn't speak it. He wants to come back to the God as he was before. And I say how it is possible to come back according to Rumi and according to other RF people. So I am trying to I start translation. Listen from the nay. I say nay. I don't say read. It is. I think it's better to learn this word. Nay. Read. This man was playing. Listen from the reed when says a story that you die, and complaining from separation. So listen from the reed when it is complaining from the separation, from the time that they have cut me from the cane break. I checked on in dictionary. It says cane break. Cane break is the place that all of the reeds are there. Is the farm for reeds. From the time that they have cut me from the cane break, all of the people from my groan, the women and men screaming or crying because of my voice. From the time they have cut me from the cane break, women and men are crying of my voice because it is a voice of separation. I don't like it. And crane here, I mean the nay or read here. Rumi speaks about himself. Vishnu has nay. He says listen from nay. He calls himself nay. He calls himself Vishnu has nay. again is a symbolic story, right? It's a symbolic story. سینه خواهم شرح از فراق تا بگویم شرح دردش. I want the heart that has been cut. You know, cut. If you cut a meat, they are thinking if you have a lot of pain and you are very sad, your heart become cut. He says that I want a heart that has been cut because of separation, until I could say, I could explain how eager I am to come back, to join to the God. He doesn't name the God here, but شرح درد اشتیاق, I explain my eagerness. Okay, how eagerful I am. It's a little bit complicated, but please pay attention. I will try to explain it as much as possible. من به هر کسی کو دور مانده از دست خویش باز جوید روزگار دست خویش. Everybody who remained separated from his origin, which means God. Everybody who remains separated from his origin is trying to come back to his origin, the time that he was close to the God, or she was close to it. Okay, she or he, I don't know. من به هر جمعیتی نالان شدم جفت بدحالان و خوش حالا. In every place that there were people there, I made a voice, crying voice, by reed, by neigh. I became partner of the people that they were in good mood and they were in bad mood everywhere. هر کسی از زن خود شد یار. Everybody from his own guess became my friend. Everybody, just they guessed and they became my friend. از درون من نجست اسرار من. Nobody could understand what I am saying. Nobody could understand my secret, because he says again, whatever you understand about me, it is not exactly what I am saying. And later I try to, with gathering of signs, to explain what he says exactly, what he means exactly, and what is hiding. Okay? As درون من, everybody became my friend because of his or her guess, but nobody could understand exactly what I am saying. سر من از ناله من دور نیست لیک چشم و گوش را آن نور نیست. He says my secret is not far away from my screaming, from my crying, or from the voice of my name. This is not, but is not far away. It is not separated from that. But usually people, they don't have insight to see what I am saying. The eyes and ears, they don't have dislike to see what I am saying. He means they don't have insight to see what I am speaking about that. تن ز جان و جان ز تن مستور نیست لیک کس را دیده جان دستور نیست. John here is soul or ruh, soul or ruh. It says the body is not covered from the ruh, from the soul, and the soul is not covered from the body. But God didn't permit anybody to see it. They are living at the same body. The body and the ruh and the soul at the same thing, but they cannot see each other because God didn't permit it to see that. آتش از این بانگ نای نیست باد. هر که این آتش ندارد نیست باد. He says it's a fire. It's a fire. This voice of the neigh, reed. It is a fire of. It is the fire of this voice of reed, and it is not wind. Don't take it easy. It is important. It is fire of love. You know, fire of it is the fire of love, and it is not wind. It is not wind means don't think it is not important. It is just something. No, it is important. It is fire. It's fire of love. Though he doesn't name the love, but he means love. هر که این آتش ندارد نیست با. Everybody that doesn't have this fire of love, go to hell. I mean, he doesn't say go to hell, just die, just ruin, because you are not important. You don't have this fire of love, then nobody. نیست ما. He must go. آتش عشق است که اندر نیفتاد. جوشش عشق است که اندر نیفتاد. He says it's the fire of love. Here he says love. It's the fire of love that it is inside the nay, inside the reed. It is the fire of love which is inside of the reed, and it is the fire of, it is the boiling. You see, when they make the wine and liquor, it boils. During the process of making, it boils. If you have seen, It says it is the boiling of fire. It is the boiling. It is the boiling of love, which you see in the wine. It is the boiling of love. So, نی حریف هر که از یاری ببود، نی حریف هر که از یاری برید، پرده های ما درید. Nay is the match of everybody who separated from a lover. Nay is the match, nay reed is the match of everybody who separated from a lover. پرده های ما درید. پرده هایش is a kind of voice or is something on the nay. Is a musical term. It says this پرده ها, I mean maybe the kind of singing or something. It depends which kind of instrument you refer. Anyway, it says it or different kind of music that you play with nay. It says this kind of singing revealed what we have in our heart, revealed us, showed what we are. Nay showed what we are, showed our heart, showed inside of us. همچون نی زهری و تریاقی که دید، همچون نی دمساز و مشتاقی که دید. He says, who has seen something like nay, which is poison and anti-poison, or it could be both of, it could be just one, anti-poison. This is against our sadness. همچون نی دمساز, who has seen something like nay, reed, which is so eager. This is speaking about himself again, that he's so eager to come back to the God. If you read this, what you have seen on my back, my soul is from elsewhere. I am sure of that, and I intend to end up there. It is a story. I mean, you can say is the summarize of this poem that I am reading right now. نی حدیث راه پرخون میکند، قصه های عشق مجنون میکند. نی saying the story of the road full of blood. The road full of, he is speaking about his heart that is bloody because of separation. He wants to come back to the God. قصه های عشق مجنون میکند. The Nay says the stories of the love of Majnun. Majnun and Layli is the Arabic love story, like Romeo and Juliet or something. Majnun had other name, but because he was in love, he was too much in love, and he became crazy. And in Arabic, they say to crazy people Majnun. When they say Majnun, they say this person is crazy, is mad, something like that. So they put his name Majnun. So Majnun is the title, but for this person became as a name because he was crazy. It says the name says the stories of the Majnun, that I am crazy in this love to return to God. در غم ما روزها بیگاه شد، روزها با سوزها همراه شد. در غم in this sadness, he is just crying about the sadness, about the separation, that he wants to come back. He is from God, and now lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. I am from God, I want to come back to God. I don't want even paradise. I want to come back to God and stay with him, because I am the God. I am speaking about I am the God. How they say I am the God. در غم ما, in this sadness, our days just wasted, and our days pass with crying. روزها گر رفت گو رو باقی. If days pass, say no problem, pass. And you remain. آنکه چون تو you remain, that nobody is pure like you. I think he's speaking about God. Nobody is good like you. Nobody is pure like you. در نیابد حال پخته هیچ خام. پس سخن کوتاه باید و سلام. پخته means cooked. Well cooked is پخته. And kham is raw. And in Persian language, when they say this person is raw, means he's very young, he's inexperienced, he doesn't know what's happening, he's just young. Or maybe young could be experienced, but altogether young, inexperienced, and pochte means somebody that's old and experienced and knows a lot of things. So this person is cooked and this person is raw, experienced and inexperienced. در نیابد حال پخته هیچ. No raw people, no raw people that they are not cooked, they are inexperienced. They couldn't understand what is happening with cooked people, with experience. They couldn't understand. Whatever you speak, they don't understand. پس سخن کوتاه باید و سلام. He says, so I short my story. I am not going to continue, and I say bye, because he says you don't understand what I am speaking about. That. So I am making short because you don't understand what I am speaking about. بند بکسن باش آزاد ای پسر، چند باشی بند سیم و بند زر. Now he is going to advise. He says, open the chains. I mean, break the chains that you have and be free, my son, or oh son. How long you want to be the servant of the gold and silver? How long you want to be? How long you want to be servant of the gold and be after the money? گر بریزی بحر را در کوزه ای چند گنجد قسمت یک کوزه. If you try to put the sea ocean into the jug, how much do you how many the water that you can put in the jug, how much it should be? It is just I mean, in the jug you cannot put more than you can drink in one day. You know what he wants to say? He says, okay, you have $20 billion. You see people that they have $20 billion and they are fighting for 21st for the other $1 billion. He says, okay, you have all of this money. I mean, how you want to use them? I mean, you are speaking just as one person, you are eating as just one person or two person maybe, or everything, everything that you could have from this world and enjoy, you are limited. So 20 billion go for 21 billion, 22 billion. I mean, it doesn't work for you. Just you are greedy for nothing. He's trying to say that. I mean, he wants to say that we are limited. Don't go for more and more and more. کوزه چشم حریصان پر نشد تا صدف قانع نشد پردور نشد. He says the jug of چشم پر شدن چشم. In Persian we say this person is not hungry, his eyes are hungry. His food, he has enough food, but again he's searching to find something else to eat. Means he's not hungry, his stomach is not hungry, his eyes are hungry, and because of that he is greedy. کوزه چشم, he says the jug of the eyes of the greedy people never fill, because all of the time their eyes are hungry, they are greedy, they are not hungry. In fact, they have enough money to live forever in welfare, but they are greedy. تا صدف قانع نشد پردور نشد. صدف, shell. According to a story that I have read, I don't know if it's true or not, they say shell opens like that in the sea and ocean, and when it rains, one drop of rain inside the shell, then shell closes itself. When shell closes itself, after a long time, it becomes pearl. So just one drop of rain, it is enough. If it stays in the shell for a long time, then it becomes pearl. P-E-A-R-L, pearl, like Pearl Harbor. So, but if shell doesn't close itself, it is more than one drop, then there is no pearl, because it is more than enough. He says if you want to have pearl, you should be content. You shouldn't be greedy and go for more and more. So I stop here. I read the other part of this poem next time, and I am speaking more about what they mean, Rumi and other Arab, what they mean, what is their idea about the life, about the ideology of life, about the existence, about God. I try to explain more, and I think now is the time to say goodbye and go. Have a good day, and bye.